Oh, careful. Okay, we're ready to get started. It's my pleasure to welcome everybody here today to the Yeager Airport completed Runway 5 EMAS commissioning ceremony. All these people sitting here behind me today have been instrumental in making this project happen, and we're very thankful to have their help. We have a lot of people to thank here today, and I'd like to start with Matt DeJulian of the Beckley Fields Airport office and Dave Fish from the Eastern Region Airports Division Manager from FAA. I want to thank these two guys. I also want to thank our engineers, Schnabel Engineering, ADCI, Burns Engineers, and S&S Engineers. I want to thank our general contractor, Orders Construction, and our electrical contractor, Stealth. All these companies employ West Virginia workers, and we were glad to have them do the work here, and they've done an excellent job. I also want to recognize the chairman of the West Virginia Aeronautics Commission, Gerald Seitz, who's also here with us today. Gerald, thank you for coming. I also want to recognize the members of the Central West Virginia Regional Airport Authority Board / Yeager Board. Those would be Ed Hill. Could you please stand, Ed? Todd Goldman, General Tackett, Priscilla Hayden, Trip Shoemate, and Jim Dodwell. You know, these people are dedicated public servants who continuously give their time to make Yeager Airport a better place, and we appreciate that, you know. I know we take a lot of your time. We've taken a lot of your time here the last 3 or 4 years especially. I would now like to invite the senior senator from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, to speak for us here today. I know he's been instrumental in this project, and I think he joked one time that Lance West in his office worked for Nick and I. He didn't know he worked for Senator Manchin, but Senator Manchin.
Thank you, Terry. To all of you, to the governor, to all of our distinguished guests, to the mayor, county commissioners, my colleague, Senator Capito, and to all of you. This is so important. I don't know if you all know how important this airport is to the state of West Virginia. This is our state capital. This is where most of our commercial traffic moves out of our state. People rely on this. The economic vitality of this airport means an awful lot to us. The EMAS has a little bit of a story to it. When we had a little bit of a problem, we had a little bit of a weather problem, as you recall, and we kind of lost that part of the runway and lost the EMAS. That put us in jeopardy of a lot of flights, a lot of opportunities we would have had or we'd have lost. So to get that back up and running, to make a long story short, Zodiac, is there anyone here from the Zodiac company? Anybody? Well, I just want to thank them for this. They were going to quit making the EMAS. We were really in trouble then. So we had to call them and convince them, you cannot shut down until you do this project. And lo and behold, they were able to do it and make this happen. So that is the extension that we worked on. Just recently today, we had the FAA, the ILS on runway 5. You lose an approach to one of your runways, you lose half of your flights. And ILS was down. They told us a week ago that it was going down. It was going to be a couple months, and they wanted, what, $100,000, Ken? And this and that. So we had to make some phone calls again, and we talked at that time to Dan Elwell, who was the acting FAA director, then Jenny Solomon. And so yesterday, and where's Seth Gaiman? Where's Seth? Right here. Seth, Lance West, when Lance moved on, and I thought Lance was he was on our payroll, but he was spending all his time with the airport. And then I brought Seth on, and by God, they took him too. And but Seth has been working on these projects. But anyway, he was able to bring people together. We were able to get them to come in today, and I think they finalized. So we're going to have ILS on runway 5. There's just so many moving parts to this, and it's critical for all of us to work together. The biggest thing that we had in 2017 was the omnibus bill that we had, a spending bill. And that spending bill, we needed language because we weren't getting the FEMA money, General, that was needed to do the repairs that we needed to do. But we knew there was that we had some airport money that we could use if we could get the language changed. So if not the FEMA money, we were using money that was going to be used for other uses, that we could do the repairs. And that's really the money that got this done. Shelley and I are both on appropriations. We work very well together. And the thing about having two members on appropriations, when you have a single purpose and both of the sitting senators from the same state are working on the one project, you can usually get that accomplished. So working together, we've been able to make some things happen, and hopefully working together with the state, local community, but the county commission doesn't get any better than what you got here, because they really push the envelope to make these things happen. I'm just proud to be a part of it. I'm glad to have the airport up and running. And the mayor, I know, with the city here and the governor and the state capitol and everything that we have going on, it's the thing that we have to make sure that we guard against, ever losing the opportunity for this airport to function the way it does. So I appreciate Terry, your staff, and all of you that work so hard. But thank you all. Thank you for a job well done. And like I say, Seth will still be on the job working for you all day in and day out. And it's something that we really enjoy doing, but it's something that people need to realize how important this airport is to the state of West Virginia. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you, Senator Manchin. I would now like to introduce our other senator, Shelley Moore Capito. She's been instrumental in helping us get this project completed, and I guess she probably hopes for a while she can fly in and out of Yeager Airport without Nick and I coming down to the gate to talk to her about money, but we appreciate all the help.
Well, I want to thank Terry for his leadership here at the airport and for always finding me so that he can put a little bug in my ear for the needs of Yeager, because he knows I'm here at least twice a week. I want to say thanks to the County Commission. They've been a steadfast supporter of this important asset to our county and our region. Governor Justice, it's always great to be on the stand with you, and you know, as a frequent flyer yourself, without Yeager Airport and without the full array of services here, you know, it's hard to sell West Virginia, it's hard to live in West Virginia, and so we realize what a jewel we have here. And the mayor, I know, is doing a great job. She's got great enthusiasm and vision for our city that's totally tied to the airport. So thank you for what you're doing. Senator Manchin and I worked hard on this over the last several years when it was first brought to our attention when we had the failure at the end of the runway. We did work on the Appropriations Committee to retool the dollars to make sure that it was directed. And in this day and age, that sounds like something we should be able to do. But actually, with the way the processes are and we can't earmark anymore, it's become very difficult. And so it's a little more skillful for us to be able to rework this with FEMA and then working with the FAA. Last night, we actually flew in together, as we do quite often, on the same plane. And it was full coming in. It was a big plane, which I was excited about. But one of the most exciting things about it is we had probably 35 to 40 Boy Scouts or part of the Boy Scout organization on the plane with us last night. And Chelsea Ruby just told me that over the weekend, we're going to have 4,000 to 5,000 campers flying in to Yeager Airport. And if we didn't have full-out safety, if we didn't have the assurance, couldn't give the airlines and the pilots and everything the full-out assurance that this airport is as safe as it can be and will be, I dare say that we would not be having the traffic and the vitality of business that we have coming into the airport. So I'm really happy to play a part in it. I want to do everything I can to keep it up. Oh, well, yeah, Joe's really mad because I got upgraded to first class and he didn't. So he's trying to tell me he wanted it that way because he wanted to be in the back of the plane. But in reality, I figured it out first, and I got there before he did. And believe me, that's tough. It's tough to get in front of this guy. So I was first one off the plane, which I love. Anyway, we have a good time going back and forth. But we also had the Marshall, Doc Holliday was on our plane. The Marshall football team had just been down in Texas doing their media. availability with several other people. So it's a great way for us to get to meet and see constituents, but it's also a great way to get really a flavor of the efforts that the governor's done to try to move West Virginia forward. You can see the pace has picked up, the enthusiasm, and the traffic. And so I'm excited about that. And I'm really excited for Yeager. Terry, to you and the board, and everybody who's worked really hard on this. Congratulations. I know there are projects in the future. We look forward to working with you. But a safe Yeager Airport is absolutely critical to our state. Glad it's going to be that way. Thanks.
I'd now like to introduce Susie Azevedo from Congressman Alex Mooney's office. And I know we're not in Alex Mooney's district, but he's helped us a lot here at Yeager Airport, and for that we appreciate it. Thanks.
Good afternoon. I am Susie Azevedo, and I'm proud to be Congressman Mooney's district rep for Kanawha, Putnam, and Jackson counties. He wasn't able to make it today, but he did leave a message here for me to read to you. Dear friends, thank you for the invitation to today's special celebration. I am sorry I cannot be with you, but I send my best wishes for a successful event. The success of our state's largest airport is of the utmost concern to me, and I am proud to be part of the team making this reconstruction possible. Reconstruction of Yeager Airport's runway safety overrun area and new installation of the engineered materials arresting system bed is paramount to the safety of the individuals utilizing this airport. As past experience have proven, this system is truly a detriment to tragedy. Yeager Airport is very important to the economic vitality of our whole state, and I am pleased to see that this project has been completed ahead of schedule, just in time for the thousands of Boy Scouts coming in from all over the world for their jamboree. Working with the West Virginia congressional delegates, I will continue to be a strategic partner in making this airport prosper. Thank you to the airport's board of directions, the Federal Aviation Administration, airport directors Terry Sayer and Nick Keller, the Kanawha County Commission, and all those who have had a hand in this worthy project. It is an honor to serve you. Your friend, Alex X. Mooney, Member of Congress. Thank you.
I need to get a geography lesson here in a minute. We'll get it straight. Nobody's perfect, right? Next, I want to introduce Madison Stone from Congresswoman Carol Miller's office.
Thank you, Terry. The Congresswoman is very sad that she cannot be here today, but she did send me with a greeting that I would like to read to you all. Dear friends, I was honored to receive the invitation to join you all today. I regret that I am unable to be there, but I know that today's Runway 5 EMAS commissioning ceremony will be a successful event and will help us move forward as we provide the people who use Yeager Airport with a secure feeling of safety. I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to those who put in the hard work to make this runway project happen. The commissioning took a lot of determination and time from the delegation, the board, the governor, the representatives, and so many more. The work done will continue to improve and enhance the safety for this airport. I serve on the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure in Congress, and my priority is to assist with improving West Virginia in all the ways that I can. It is my greatest honor to represent the 3rd Congressional District of West Virginia, and I know that many of my constituents use this airport. I, for one, use this airport quite frequently to fly back and forth from West Virginia to DC, so I'm very appreciative of the improvements to safety. Thank you again for your outstanding work on the Runway 5 EMAS project and for your commitment to bettering West Virginia. I look forward to working by your side during my term in office. Sincerely, Carol D. Miller. Thank you.
You know, I always consider myself a rabid sports fan. Any game I go to, I try not to get vocal, but sometimes it happens. I've been going to a lot of hockey games with my wife here lately, and met Mayor Goodwin there on several occasions, and believe me, the enthusiasm she has for the city is just like the enthusiasm she has for her son's hockey team. Mayor Goodwin.
Senator, you know this. My children are hockey players. I'm a hockey mom. No offense to any of the football players in the room. Mr. President, thank you for inviting me here today. Commissioner Salango, Commissioner Shores, Senator Capito, our governors, and our great congressional delegation. I'll say this, as the mayor of this capital city, you cannot have a thriving and vibrant city without a thriving and vibrant airport. It can't happen. And I will say, and I'm going to keep my remarks short, as a mother of those hockey players, I have used the airport this summer probably more than anyone in this room, sending them all across the country playing. I didn't get a discount, and I won't complain about that now. But I've spent a lot of money at this airport. I feel good at this airport. I put my children on these planes every single week, flying to some of the best camps across the country. So as a parent, thank you. But as the mayor of this great capital city, thank you. And you obviously, Terry, have our full support and continued support. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you, Mayor Goodwin. I also like to thank one other person that's not here today that was instrumental in helping us get this funding through the House of Representatives. And at that time, that was Congressman Evan Jenkins. I want to thank him for all of his help. He helped us tremendously. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Kanawha County Commission, Commission President Kent Carper, Commissioner Ben Salango, Commissioner Hoppy Shores. You know, these commissioners work tirelessly with us on a daily basis, and especially if we have an emergency, if we have a problem up here, they show up to help all the time. So we appreciate that, and we want you to come forward now and speak.
First of all, I can explain why Senator Capito was upgraded to first class. She's a first-class senator. Not that you're not, Senator. I'm sorry. I write my own stuff. First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming. And I don't know how to explain this in just a few minutes, but this project took every single person in this room. It certainly took our director, Terry Sayre, who nobody ever claps for him, but we will right now. Thank you, Terry Sayre, and your staff. This project was all about safety. Everyone knows the story, how the EMAS originally saved lives. Everyone knows we lost flights. Everyone now knows that we had to rebuild it. And when we first met with Senator Capito and Senator Manchin, it looked pretty dismal. There was problems with the funding. FAA, understandably, wouldn't redo the funding. They said, what was it, Terry? We won't pay for things twice, and that's not a criticism. We understand that. So it took an act of Congress of the United States of America for this project to happen. And Director Sayre is exactly right. We are indebted to then Congressman, now Justice Evan Jenkins, for his leadership in the House. We are absolutely, totally indebted to Senator Manchin and Senator Capito. And Senator Manchin is exactly correct. His staff practically worked at this airport full time to get this done. Now, it is understandable that Yeager Airport is the gateway to the state. Understandable, it's the gateway to the nation. But today, Yeager Airport, the eyes of the world are upon this airport, as Senator Capito said, as literally hundreds and thousands of people are flooding through this county, going through this airport, because this is a safe airport, this is a good airport, and thanks to our congressional delegation, it's a safer airport. Now, I think you give credit where credit is due. First of all, we wouldn't have had the Boy Scout camp here if it hadn't been for then Governor Manchin. We certainly wouldn't have had it if it hadn't been for Congress allowing the Guard to participate. We thank them for that. But today I want to reserve my marks to Governor Justice. We went to see Governor Justice at the mansion, and we explained to him just how serious this problem was when we lost the EMAS. And he said, I will help you. Well, he didn't just help us. We had the critical match. Without the match, there would have been no project. He gave us the match. As I recall, I think it was $3 million out of the contingency, which made this project possible, or we would not be here today if it hadn't been for Jim Justice. Thank you, Governor Justice. Now, everyone in this room drove up Airport Road today to get here, correct? Airport Road was a disgrace. It was falling over the hill. It was unsafe. Cars were dodging back and forth. We also went to Governor Justice and told him we needed help on the road. Did you all know that the first road to prosperity was Airport Road? And the roads to prosperity, you can't drive through Kanawha County now, not because of the potholes. You can't drive because of the orange cones everywhere and the barrels. That project is working, and it started right here under the leadership of Governor Justice Airport Road. And that was critical. Don't think people didn't look at that when they come here to open a business. It's about economic development. It's about vision. It's about improving the economy of not just Kanawha County, the entire state of West Virginia. I'm going to paraphrase Governor Justice when he talks about the roads to prosperity. I think later you're going to hear and know this to be a fact. Governor Justice has another program. I call it Skyways to Prosperity. Governor Justice gave us the match, made our airport safer, and I am confident that he will do more in the very, very near future. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Kanawha County, state of West Virginia, Yeager Airport welcome to the 36th governor of the 35th state, the Honorable Jim Justice. Thank you, Governor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, first of all, I'm really proud to be here. Second of all, you may wonder, well, what would Governor Justice's biggest concern be right now? And it's that chair right there. Because I don't know how it held me, to tell you the truth. But I want to, first of all, thank all those behind me for all the effort and all the work that they've put in. I want to thank all of y'all. I want to thank a great mayor, a great county commission, and all the good stuff that's happening. You know, it's simple as mud to me. I mean, so often, in the political world at least, the way I see it, we don't ever just count the cows and make a decision. We continually try to count the legs and divide by 4 to determine how many cows we got, and it becomes way too difficult. It just was as simple as this to me. We had a really bad situation here that needed to be fixed. Somebody had to act. Somebody had to say, do it. I was really proud to be able to be the guy that said, do it. That's all there is to it. Here's the bottom line to everything. Your airport in your community fuels everything. The next thing that comes to play has to be your school systems, but your airport is your economic driver to everything. Our airport here needs to be a showcase for not only just our state, but the world. We're on the world's look right today because we have thousands upon thousands coming here from the scouts and on and on. Absolutely, today is a great day. A great day, no question, for Yeager and Kanawha County. No question, but a great, great day for West Virginia. It's what we ought to do. You know, it's nice for people to pat you on the back, but it's what we ought to do. That's all that I'm here for. I'm here for one thing. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to make things better for all of us. To let the world just see how just good West Virginia truly is. Now, I've got another announcement today, And we worked on this, and Kent probably knows a little bit about it, but this is just another step forward. You know, we've done bunches of upgrades to Yeager, but we don't have a customs building, and we don't have any money to have a customs building. So we've gone back and looked and looked and looked. In order to truly bring this into an international gateway, we've got to have $2 million. And so today, I'm telling Kent, our mayor, our senators and everything, that we found the money. We found the money in the Infrastructure Fund and Infrastructure and Jobs Development Council. We found the money, and we're going to build the customs building. So we got. Okay, enough's enough. Y'all sit down. Let me brag 1 second on Chelsea Ruby. What's happening here in West Virginia as far as tourism is off the chart. And we need it to just keep on happening in every aspect imaginable. Now, Kent, here's the deal that you've got to promise me. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll participate from a standpoint that there's funds out there for signage and so on. But I've been told over and over, and here's what I want to do. I think that sign out there that's not built yet, but I think we got to have a sign where you go down the mountain that shows West Virginia off like you can't imagine. Now, I'm coming up with $2 million right here, okay? And I'll go to the highway people and pull out even more money. But I want a sign that welcomes people to West Virginia, that blows everybody away. Landscaped, lit, the whole bit, because as soon as they get off that airplane, when they head down that hill, not only do they want to see good paving, but we need a sign, okay? So we're in it together, right? God bless y'all. Thank y'all.
Wow. Yeah, that is a big deal. As far as I'm concerned, that's a very big deal. I know Nick Keller and myself have been trying to get that money for the customs building for a long time, and we're thankful that the governor's going to bring that into fruition. Speaking of Nick Keller, I want to thank Nick for all of his help on all these projects. And we've been together side by side on these projects for the last 4 years, 4 months, and 4 days. Not that I'm counting, but that's the days since the collapse. And we were together every day just about on that and trying to get funding. I want to thank Nick. Raise your hand, Nick, for those that don't know who you are. If you give him a round of applause. I also want to thank all the other Yeager staff, everybody that's here that's worked hard on everything. If you work for Yeager Airport, why don't you stand up? There's only one more person I want to thank here today, and that's my wife, Linda, for all of her advice and her support. Why don't you stand up for a second there, Linda? That's the privilege of the chair. I think you get to do that. But right now, I'm declaring this today. This is the last chapter in the EMAS saga here at Yeager Airport. It's over with as far as I'm concerned. Today, it's done, and we'll move forward with all these other new projects, and we're excited to do that. I want to thank everyone for coming here today. If anyone wants to go out to where the EMAS bed is, see what it looks like. The buses are still available if you'd like to do that. Again, I want to thank you for coming and appreciate all your time. Thank you very much.